Welcome, you who are highly favored. Welcome to this place. This is a sacred place, a place where we will meet God and be inspired once again by the birth of a baby. A baby. What difference can one baby make? What difference can one baby born 2,000 years ago make in our world, in our country, in our town, in our church, in my life? In my life. Oh yeah. Born thy people to deliver. Born a child and yet a king. Born to reign in us forever. Now thy gracious kingdom bring. By thine own eternal spirit rule in all our hearts alone. By thine all-sufficient merit raise us to thy glorious throne. That baby can change me. I wonder if Jesus was born in 2011, what would that have looked like? In the beginning, Advent started on the Sunday closest to November 30th and ran until Christmas Eve. Essentially, the church leaders of the day set aside 4 weeks to consider what the coming of Jesus meant not only to the world, but also to every individual soul. Though it was promoted by the church, Advent was meant to be a time of personal retrospect and growth for each believer. So if you found yourself complaining that the real meaning of the season has been lost in the noise of jingling cash registers, it's time to take a second look at the quiet peace found in experiencing a real Advent. More than 1,400 years after the first Advent season, many families use the symbol of Advent, but most do not grasp the full meaning behind these symbols. While lighting candles and opening calendars can be a wonderful tradition, few pause to reflect on their faith because most don't know the real reason for Advent. Knowing what Advent is changes everything. Considering the following 3 reasons for Advent. Number 1, reflect on what it means for God to come to earth in human form as a baby. We see the baby Jesus everywhere during this time of year, but do we think of God when we think about that infant? Number 2, consider how accepting Jesus as Savior changed your very existence. For just a few minutes, think beyond Jesus' birth and consider his life. Think about what he said and did. Consider the power and influence of Jesus' life on your actions, your thinking, and your faith. Just thinking about Christ's life should motivate you to want to put his teachings into practice as a way of celebrating the day of his birth. Number 3, know that Jesus is coming back. If he were to return today, would he see himself in us this Christmas? Today, we are turning our attention to the word anticipate. I can't wait for Jesus to return. Can you?